Hello. Thanks for joining us this morning. Thanks for tuning in. Today we have a great show for you guys. The subject is Norse mythology, and we're going to be talking about some of the creatures that you may or may not have known before. And lucky for you guys, we have some very special guests. And some of you may know them, but most of you probably won't recognize them. Anyway, I want to start out the day by talking about dragons and trolls. Dragons, also known as flying serpents, were massive, flying, scaly creatures that struck terror into the eyes of many peasants, knights, and kings. See, they symbolize the threats that human society had created, and as well as for being known for evil, dragons symbolize change, whether it be a beginning or an end. For example, in the story of Beowulf, a peasant steals a cup from the dragon's lair, and Beowulf tries to slay the dragon, but that would be his final battle.
Wait, we're on? Oh, okay. The Kraken. The Kraken is a sea monster, well known in multiple films and movies. The creature has derived from Scandinavian mythology and is said to have the appearance of a large crab, squid, but most commonly an octopus. The beast was said to be a mile long, easily mistaken for an island. The Kraken would lie in the bottom of the ocean, waiting to cause enormous whirlpools, and would frequently attack large ships.
Grimmin was this water creature of Norse myth, and he was a man that would sit in the waterfall naked, and he would fiddle the sounds of nature. And legend has it that if one were to give him a piece of stolen meat, then excuse me. Yes, if one were to give him a piece of stolen meat, he would teach them some of his skill. And there was once a very, very talented fiddlist, yes. And he was very talented, and because of his talent, it was rumored that he had sold his soul to learn Grimmin's talents.
It has been stated that mare, or mares, are the origin of all mythology. It is sometimes also known as an alp. The mare is a female creature who will lie or sit upon the chest of her victims while they sleep. Her presence.
It's okay, ma'am.
It has been stated that the mare is the origin of all mythology. It is sometimes also known as an alp. The mare is a female creature who will lie or sit upon the chest of her victims while they sleep. Her presence causes the victims to have terrible nightmares or night terrors. It is said that she can fly around, and that's how she travels around at night. Her victims tend to be male, but from time to time she will attack females. Just a fact about female spirits is that they tend to have nocturnal habits. They also travel very far to attack their victims. Mares also enjoy sucking on their victim's hair and then braiding it, creating tangled hair. There are only a few ways to get rid of mares. You can do so by blocking the keyhole in the door, getting into bed backwards, and placing your shoes with your toes facing towards the door. Horse heads are also known to repel mares.
Next up, trolls. Now, trolls are enormous creatures that have the appearance of humans, but are incredibly ugly and giant. Stories about trolls usually show how stupid and clueless they are. They live near swamps and dark forests because if they were to step out into the light, they would turn into stone. And for those interested, their favorite meal was a human being, i.e., you and me. Also, in Norse mythology, they stood for the olden times, which the new religion condemns. Now, do we have a picture? Picture? Ah, there we go.
In Scandinavian mythology, there was another Grimm called Kierkegaard, and he was a church Grimm. Often he would appear as a pale-skinned man, a distorted, dark-skinned man, or in the form of a small black dog. You see, in the medieval times, when churches were being built, they would often bury a animal in the foundation. It would be alive, they would bury it underneath the altar, and sometimes it would have the head of a criminal inside of it. So it's often believed that the Kierkegaard is the spirit of that animal coming back to not haunt, but protect the church from crooks and robbers. And how he would do that is, there's some speculation, but the most common belief is that he would he would come back and he would feast on the fears of those crooks. Those crooks and robbers.
Valkyries have many nicknames, but they're most commonly called are battle maidens. And then Valkyrie literally means chooser of the slain. They are daughters of the Norse god Odin and have to do his bidding. These maidens would watch battles from the sky and choose who would die. They would then choose the most heroic and the bravest of those who died and take them to Valhalla, which is similar to heaven. If they weren't seen as brave or heroic by the Valkyries, the fallen warriors would be taken by Hel, another Norse goddess, and would be taken to an underground area that is remote and very gloomy.
Non-fat espresso shot of chai. Yep. Okay. Noken. Noken, or Nok, has many different depictions. The monster can be depicted as multiple water spirits or as a single monster. However, in both depictions, the monster is also able to shapeshift, often appearing as a horse or a handsome man. Thank you. Noken lures people into a swamp, lake, or river by seducing people with his violin, fiddle, or harp, and then drowning them. It is also said that he frequently shapeshifts into a horse and runs into the water with them on his back to kill them. His real appearance is a grotesque, haunting head with glowing yellow eyes and skin of that of a drowned man. Noken lurks in the water with his eyes just above the surface, searching for his victims. Espresso! Not this! What is this? No, I'm done. No, I'm done.
Did you hear, did you read the latest chapter of Beowulf? It was so crazy. I mean, like,
Which
when,
chapter?
when Beowulf
Which
took
chapter?
off Grendel's arm,
That was nuts.
it was so
That
crazy.
was crazy.
Like,
I was not expecting that.
Wow. You hear that? What beautiful music. Jeez. Oh! Grendel. Is that too much?